Red Bull has failed their first crash test of the year. Crash test, if you don't know what that means, is basically they have a monocoque, as in where the middle of section of the car where the driver sits, they plow it straight with the front nose and everything intact, straight into a wall, and see how the entire chassis behaves. If it crumples too much, the FIA fails you. This is an FIA mandated safety test. So if you fail it, there are some issues. Now, last season, there was a lot of issues with weight and the cars being very close to the maximum weight allowed by the new regulations set forward in 2022. Red Bull has failed. Ferrari, on the other hand, did not fail their first one. They passed with apparently flying colors. They've passed perfectly. Two things are now known to us for the 2024 season. First, Red Bull has gone and held no restrictions on how much weight they want to strip from this car. They've stripped so much that the FIA has to kick in and say, no, you've lost so much weight and so much structural integrity that the car is destroyed. So you need to dial it back. This could be because of two reasons. One, they've unlocked so much performance that they have to kind of add weight to make the car viable and safe to drive. Or they have missed the mark completely and there is something wrong with their current design. Now, Red Bull is the only team that will have come across the second option because they were the closest to the ceiling in 2023. I mean, 19 race wins in 22 races is not a feat that you see very often, but it is what has happened. Another thing we need to keep in mind is that we haven't heard anything about crash testing from any other teams yet. All other teams are still very tight-lipped. There's no rumors going around about who has or has not failed. We only have launch dates, which are not launch dates, but that's what that's what they're trying to do. So what I am very curious about is where do these cars stack up? How similar is 2024 Ferrari to the 2023 Red Bull? And how similar is the 2023 Red Bull to the 2024 Red Bull? How much differences are we going to see? Because obviously Red Bull is going to set a path and the rest of the teams are going to kind of converge to that direction. Now, I don't know, obviously, to what extent that's going to happen. But we saw McLaren do everything in their power to get into that second place by following similar lines, taking jabs from Aston Martin and from Red Bull, a little bit of Ferrari stuck in there, everything, a bit of everything. And then where does, in all of this, Sauber place? Because let's not forget, Sauber executives talked about their car being, in terms of their simulations, being behind the front runners. Now, if that's true, with James Key at the helm of the technical design, are we going to see renditions of the 2024 McLaren that would have been in the hands of James Key? I'm very curious about this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is a very short video about this entire topic that's happened thus far. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff, and see you in the next video. Peace out, and get out of here.